And welcome. We're back with some more Zoids Battle Legends. Last time we cleared the New Century Zero tournament mode. And now we begin with the second of the three tournaments. That being the Chaotic Century tournament. Oh boy. So those who don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of Chaotic Century, like, at all. But we still have to do this tournament, so first up, Rosso and Viola in the Red Horn and the Mulga. So I used the Berserk Fury for the New Century Zero tournament. For this tournament, I will be using the Storm Tyran. Just take a look at the map. Red Horn and Mulga. Since I find that the Storm Tyran is better at dealing with Zoids that are lower to the ground compared to the Berserk Fury. Here we go. Okay. Look at that. That is the power of the Ultra Z in this game. Two shots, and the Mulga is down. That just leaves the Red Horn. And there we go. There goes the Red Horn, and the victory is ours. So, lately I've actually been playing Zoids vs. 3 for the first time, and I will say it's definitely an improvement over Battle Legends, which isn't really saying much, despite what Zoid fans would have you believe. But, again, and that's a conversation for another time. Van and Fiona and Moonbay riding the Shield Liger and Gustav, respectively. Apparently the Gustav is supposed to be a pill bug, though I get more pill bug from the Gaisock from Zoids Wild. Just take a look at the map. Shield Liger, Gustav. Let's begin. Shit, I should have gone over what my loadout for the Storm Tyran is. Whatever, I'll do it after this fight. Huh, weird. Don't really hear the roar of the Storm Tyran. Weird. That is a straight up Gundam sound effect, by the way. Yeah, one of the reasons why I'm not really a big fan of there goes the Shield Liger. And there goes the Gustav. Motherfucker tried to hit me. My own teammate tried to fucking hit me. What the hell? Yeah, so one of the reasons why I'm not really a big fan of Chaotic Century is that I find that Chaotic Century is just so fucking boring. Especially compared to New Century Zero, which, well, I actually give a shit about. Not just other characters in New Century Zero I find to be more memorable, but I also find the fight scenes are way more dynamic, and way more appealing. By contrast, hey, it's Raven and Carl Schwartz. Double Saber fangs, it seems. So anyway, By contrast, the fight scenes in Chaotic Century are more stick up the ass. I'll probably go more in detail about my grievances with Chaotic Century when we get to the story mode, because oh boy, do I have not nice things to say about the story mode of this game, nor do I have nice things to say about Chaotic Century. I really do not have nice things to say about Chaotic Century. So anyway, here's the Storm Tyran. Here are the colors. I prefer to go with the default red and gold. As for weapons, I have it equipped with the long-range pulse laser rifle, the 3-barrel cannon right here, and the weapon binder, which for some reason are on its feet for some reason. Personally, I would have put the weapon binders, there's like, hold on, somewhere around here, preferably. Yeah, like I personally would have put the weapon binders over here. Instead, as for option parts, there are the boosters, but I have the shield on. And of course, 2 Ultra Zs and a hybrid SB generator. So this guy really packs a punch. As for other weapons, the Storm Tyran can equip. The Storm Tyran can equip this dinky little thing, missile pods, this funny looking thing, and that's it. By contrast, the Berserk Fury gets the shell cannons as well. But still, like I said, I tend to switch between the Storm Tyran and the Berserk Fury, depending on the situation, as I find those two complement each other. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Zebrafang. Other Zebrafang. God damn, those initials have aged like milk. How the hell did nobody fucking notice that? If you know, you know. So you can, if you know, you know. If those don't, let's just say there's a reason why I say that initial aged like milk. Because, oh boy. So anyway, let's rip the shit out of them. Seriously, where the hell is the Storm Tyran's roar? Where are you, numbnut? Alright, Zebrafang number 1. Now where's Chucklefuck? There's the Edgelord. Get fucked. Vega's a better character than you. There we go. I now have achieved powered flight. Anti-gravity technology. Vega's a better character than Raven. I'll just say that right now. Hell, I'd go a step further and say Drake's a better rival than Raven. There, I say it. Said it. What you gonna do about it? Yeah, expect me to shit talk Chaotic Century a lot, by the way. Alright, Battle 4. Vanifiora and Irvine. In the Blade Liger and Command Wolf. Weird, because I think I haven't seen Chaotic Century in like 10 years, by the way. Like, I think the last time I saw Chaotic Century was back in 2014. You know, way back when I was in middle school. So, what I do remember is, I think by the time Van gets the Blade Liger, Irvine had already joined the team by that point. Yeah, because the fucking Genosaur straight up murdered the Shield Liger. And I do mean straight up murdered, like straight up charged particle cannon, straight to the core. That Zoid is as good as dead. And then Zeke revived the Shield Liger into the Blade Liger. For those who want a bit of a better look at the Shield Liger, let me just find it. Here it is. This is the Shield Liger. This is what it looks like. It's one of the more popular Zoids in the series, but personally, I'm not really a big fan of the Shield Liger. I just find the Shield Liger's design is way too blocky for my liking. And like the Shield Liger looks like it doesn't belong in Zoids at all. Like it would fit better in a series like BattleTech instead. So, but that's really my beef with a lot of early Zoid designs. It's like you can tell Takara Tomy was trying to hop on the success of like BattleTech and Gundam and the like, when it's like Zoids would have definitely been better off. Tiger Drivers would have been better off if had they just done their own thing instead of trying to emulate the series that occurred at the time. Of course, I don't think they could get away with doing that nowadays, considering people would definitely notice is that Takara Tomy is trying to turn Zoids into Gundam, something that Zoids was never good at. After all, mecha as a genre nowadays is far more franchise dependent. And yeah, it sucks whenever for a genre that you enjoy begins to stagnate, but it can also leave room for innovations. Because now that the pressure is off on the mecha genre, we can start to see more indie stuff take the helm. Blade Liger, Command Wolf. Ah yes, the Command Wolf. Also known as Red Shirt. Ah yes, the Command Wolf, aka Red Shirt. Ironically enough, the one Zoid show where a Command Wolf actually survives to the end is Fuzors, ironically enough. And my teammate just fucked off. Motherfucker. Stole my kill. Oh. And there goes the Blade Liger. Yeah, I could have sworn the Storm Tyrant actually had a roar. Because I've actually used the Storm Tyrant in the GameCube version. S rank. On to the next battle. Irvine and Rob Herman. Both in the Gojolas, and also their names are swapped for some reason. Yeah, the translation of this game was borked. So yeah. Though I think with 4 battles, I think we can indeed call it a part for now. But while But while I'm looking at the Storm Tyran, I could discuss a few things. So, for those who don't know, so when it comes to the more gritty, realistic kind of mecha, I'm just not a big fan of that. Yeah, you think the guy who is into like giant stompy robots would be into that sort of gritty, militaristic stuff? Actually, no. I find the more gritty, realistic sort of mecha, like Chaotic Century or Gundam or Battletech, to be boring, if anything else. Because it's like, what's really the point? Like, what is the appeal here? If it's for like the political drama aspect, I'd watch a political drama instead. If it's plus, there are plenty of videos, yes, cough cough Jacob Geller, who are able to discuss politics and philosophy better than these shows. I'll just say that right now. That's number one. Number two is that I find that the designs for these more realistic mecha to be very hit and miss. Because I find that while some of these designs are really goddamn cool, I find that others I'm just like, this ain't it, chief. So, in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if I were to try and rewatch Chaotic Century nowadays, there's a strong likelihood I'd straight up fall asleep. I'd straight up fall asleep on it. Which sucks, to be honest. That's because it's like, it's one of those things where I get what they're trying to do, but it's something that's been done to death at this point that I think it's part of the reason why mecha has a sort of stigma associated with it. It's part of the reason why I am more interested in the more stylized, more rule of cool style of mecha, the kind of mecha that tosses realism out the goddamn window and into a fire. I.e. Gurren Lagann, or, related to this game, New Century Zero and Zoids Wild. And to a lesser extent Fusors, but we don't talk about Fusors. So, in fact, as a writer, for those who follow me on like Blue Sky or Tumblr, as a writer, whenever I approach the subject of mecha, I usually take cues from the more stylized kind of mecha. Plus, the more stylized mechs tend to be a lot easier to sketch than more realistic ones. So, there's that. I would know. I tried making my own fan-made Zoid in the past. Spoiler warning, it didn't get far. So, yeah. So, it's a shame too, because there are a couple of mecha shows I definitely would have liked had they not been that same old cookie cutter war shit. Especially nowadays where that shit strikes way too close to home. And my mind's already a clusterfuck as is. So, I need something to rejuvenate myself before diving back into the dark shit. So, yeah. And frankly, if Takara Tomy were to make another Zoids anime, I would like for it to be more like Zoids Wild and less like Wild Zero. To take the base concepts established on Zoids Wild and expand upon it rather than doing whatever the hell Wild Zero was. Weirdly enough, I think the Zoids Wild 2 manga actually did indeed do that, where it actually continued where Zoids Wild left off, albeit 500 years in the future. I would really like to read the Zoids Wild mangas one of these days. Unfortunately, I can't find any translations of them. It's like, come on. And it's not like the mangas in question are hard to find. You could just find them on eBay and there you go. So it's like, what the hell's the excuse? Because whatever the excuse is, it probably ain't good. Unless the excuse actually is good, like, say, money being an issue because capitalism. But that is enough of the rambles. Next time on Zoids Battle Legends, we will continue with the Chaotic Century Tournament. If you enjoy this part, and my rambles, and my dunking on Chaotic Century, feel free to like and subscribe. And while you're at it, check out my non-gaming stuff over on Tumblr and Blue Sky. I am trying to get to be a bit more active on those platforms, so feel free to check those out. So, until then, see you all next time for some more Zoids Battle Legends. Bye.